Okay, I want to go through and do a demonstration for you of the campaign creator, and to do that I need to go over some of the whys and the wherefores. And so this particular account, I think we've got about, I don't know, 3,400. Let's see how many accounts are in here. Okay, 4,200 accounts in this one. All right. So if I go over here to campaigns, and let's say that I wanted to create a campaign for a particular set. The sets are identified by one of three properties, theoretically. The email, or the username, or the subdomain portion of the URL, right? But even that isn't 100% true, and I'm going to demonstrate that for you here. So let's take a look at those that are identified by email. This is an email where we've got accounts in here. And you see that when we do this, it only shows 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 properties, right? Well, that's because SendWire comes in and even truncates this. So something I want you to be aware of when you're setting up your sheets. We'll see how many it is, all right? Henry Bullock just added Daily Motion, Henry Bullock 8, all right? So as I shorten this up, I'm not getting any more. So it looks like whatever 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, Henry Bullock, YouTube is just Henry space Bullock. And so is this one. So that doesn't even play out 100%. It looks like there's another element here in the name, and we may have to do something about that. Okay. In this case, if I use Henry in the email field, I'll be able to grab all of these, but that won't always be convenient, right? But it looks like it's necessary for Scoop It, and it looks like it's necessary for YouTube. Just to go back and demonstrate this one more time with the whole piece here, we only get 5, all right? If we cut it down to Henry Bullock 8, we get a few more. We get one more. We cut it down to Henry, then we get all of these. In this case, I would probably use Henry in my first piece. So if you're looking at the name, you may have to go over and put a blank after it. We'll see. I may have to turn around and add yet another field to look for this condition. All right, so there's that. Let me open up. Let's take another element. Let's say it's the username. Now this could be the username with the URL. Some people make it the same, some people make it different. All right. But if we put that in here, let's see how many elements we get. Like this, we only get 1. We start backing down. Do we pick up any more? I would expect us to pick up some more, but I don't see us doing it there, and that may be a function of this particular set of accounts. Let's try another one. This is more what I would expect to see. Okay, so here, everything that contains this Kelly code 45. Now the problem is I can't get this and the email in there at the same time. And so if I select these and create an account, and I go to select the others, I don't get everything. And so here is my solution. What I do is I have a spreadsheet here, and I can do this one by one, but the one by one functionality is not activated at the moment. I can use a spreadsheet, and in the first column I put the name of the campaign I want to create. And the next column I'm going to put the username. In the next column I put the email. And in the next column, the last column, I'm going to put the subdomain portion of the URL. Now, I'm going to go ahead and shorten up all of these emails to probably what looks like the first name, or it could be, in this case, if we remember, it was Henry Bullcock 8, so that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 characters, 12 or 13 characters. But if I just take it like that, I'm going to miss those with that space in the middle. And we'll have to find a solution for that. Okay, so let's take, I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to go ahead and make those changes, and then I'll be right back with you. Okay, so what I did is I basically went in and I set all of these so that the email was cut off at 12 characters or less, cutting off the area to the right. And I can see we're probably going to need to put something in for first and last name, since there are a couple of properties that are using that. But here's my file ready to go, so I'm going to tell it to save. Close this. And let's go back to our software. And I have put in my SendWire credentials already. I only have to put them in once. They're saved. All right. Under Settings, skip this where it says Single Campaign. Go right to Multiple Campaigns, because you're going to take it in from a file. We're going to have to add a couple of more fields onto this screen. Choose File. And here's my file. Okay. This step doesn't need to be here. This is from another run. All right. And if I go here to Home, I tell it to start the bot. Now what it's going to do is it opens up a window, it logs into SendWire, and then it's going to take each of those lines one at a time, and it's going to go down that CSV, and it's going to check it against every account. So there are 4,200 accounts, and I'm going to create something like, it's 20 or 21 new campaigns that I've got set to go. And I'm going to let this just go through the beginning, and then I'll pause the video again, and I'm going to leave it alone because this is going to take a while. Imagine with 21 campaigns, 21 times, it's going to have to go through 4,200 accounts and see if they meet any of the parameters that we've set up. Okay, so it's entered the campaign name for the first set, which is Pull-Up Bars Set 1. Now it's going to go start searching through all of the accounts. And as I said, this is going to take some time. One nice advantage to doing it like this is you can see that all of your campaign names are set up properly. You saw in that form, there was Pull-Up Bars Set 1, Pull-Up Bars Set 2. Real easy to see that I haven't screwed up any of the capitalization. Everything is exactly as it should be. So if I were to turn around and go use the turbocharger, I truly know that, say for the pull-up bar sets, and there's 10 of those in here, I can change set 1 to set 2 and run it again. Set 2 to set 3 and run it again. And you may have also noticed, you can go back and look at the video again, in that file, when I got to 10 and 11, I spelled out 10, T-E-N, and 11, I put E-L-E-V, and that is because I still want to be able to use my search and replace and do it in one fell swoop, and I don't want set 1, if I say change it to set 2, I don't want that to become 22. Right, so you see all of those campaigns flying by. And that's the software checking each one of them to see if it matches anything from the first set. And as it does, it's checking them off. When it gets done, it'll save, and then it's going to go to the next one on the list. I'll pause the video now and come back when this is complete. Okay, so I've let this run for a little while, and you see now it's working on creating pull-up bars set number 5, right? Let's just go take a look, and it'll kind of demonstrate to you why this is really needed. I've got SendWire open up in another browser here, and pouring through all of these accounts and finding the individual accounts for each set is just a nightmare. Some of them it's not too bad. Bitly's got 167. Folk has 166, but if you get to some of these, like this blog profile, there's 467, right? So let's go over to campaigns, and what we're going to do is we're going to look at pull-up bars, set 1, and it's probably about number 6, probably about page 6. Yeah, here we are. Okay. Pull-up bar set 1, and I'm just going to tell it that I want to edit this. I'm not actually going to edit it. I'm just going to go through and see all those that have been selected for this. So as I scroll down here, you see it's not real easy, even like this, to spot something that's been checked. And if you're trying to use the scroll bar and just move it that tiny little bit to see where it is, it's very easy to run right past it. So I'm just going to look for a single example here of one of these that's been checked, and know that it's gone through and checked all of them for the particular group. Okay, there was one. All right, so here's Henry Bullock, and this one happened to be the full Gmail, and that's checked. All right. And if we were to search very closely, we could find the scroll bar over here, and if we were to search very closely, we could find the other ones that are there, but you can imagine how difficult it is because you've got a very small scroll window to get through your well, in this case, 4,200 something accounts, right? But that's how it works, folks. Okay, we'll end the video here.